and welcome to DigiMantra Unplugged. I'm your host Surbhi, and today we are wrapping up an extraordinary year with none other than the CEO of DigiMantra, Sachin Khosla. In this special episode, we'll dive into DigiMantra's key milestones, exciting new ventures, and discuss the innovative products DigiMantra has launched this year, along with the lessons that shaped the journey. Sachin, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you so much for such a warm welcome, Surbhi.
2024 has been an incredible year for you, Sachin. How the journey has been for you and for DigiMantra?
2024, I would say, or this year has been really exceptional for me as well as for DigiMantra. I have attended many conferences and met various clients. I have learned quite a few new lessons and I would say a lot of feedback from the clients, which has enhanced me to carve new path for our services business, as well as we have introduced certain verticals which has been really helpful to our existing clients and to acquire new clients. So I would say 2024 has been thrilling, exciting for me and as well as for the DigiMantra.
Okay, so could you let us know more about the products that has been launched by DigiMantra this year?
Quite well, Surbhi, because the DigiMantra has been majorly a service-based company. So we have launched a new vertical into the products. We have finalized certain verticals, which is like logistics, HRMS, which is HR related, and some games, and whereas travel as well, since I travel a lot. So we have launched certain products which are related to travel only. So we are trying to empower these products using the latest AI. And along with that, we have built quite some good AI teams that have helped our existing clients to transform the current business into AI. We have been able to save a lot of resources for our existing clients. For instance, one of our logistic client was able to save at least 30% of his manpower by using our product called DigiLogics, which has been really acceptable by the users, the end users. And we are trying to reach other markets as well with our products. And not to mention about Highworks, which was in the mid 2024, which was shortlisted by Collision 2024 in Canada, and we got a chance to represent our product, take it to as a startup market, and to do the vetting and market test for the product.
Okay, so as you highlighted about AI, so I'm a little bit keen to know more about like the products that we have launched. Does they support AI?
So I would say everything that we are building today is powered by AI, and that is need of the hour. Not that something we are doing exceptionally, but it is need of the hour. We have helped many of our clients, as I mentioned earlier, in our services business, to power their current applications with AI, to give them more output in terms of their applications, as well as, like I mentioned, Highworks. So in Highworks we automate the complete hiring journey for recruiters or businesses. So from listing the job requirements to hiring a candidate to interviewing the candidate using AI, this is all done by Highworks, and this is all AI. So no manual intervention required. So that's how we are utilizing AI at DigiMantra.
Okay, that like the Highworks, that will be really helpful, and that will save a lot of time for the screening for the HR. So that will be really helpful tool.
Yes, Surbhi, and please do not worry. I know you're from HR, so HR jobs are not going anywhere. But this is going to enhance, because as you see, we get a lot of applications every day, probably thousands of applications at DigiMantra, and it becomes very difficult to respond them, right? So at least if we give them the timely responses, be it with AI, so at least they know that if they have a scope in this company, or do they need to apply somewhere else. So candidates are not left hanging in there that we'll get back from HR, we'll get to hear from HR. So Highworks helps you shortlist candidates that are relevant and informs the clients that are not relevant. I mean, it doesn't have to, I would not say that it discriminates or something, but it's an intelligent system that matches the current skill set with the job requirement or job description, and then shows the recruiter whatever shortlisted candidates are. And once the recruiter picks the selected candidates, the other which are not been selected will get rejected only after the recruiter approves it. So that's how it works.
Okay, so like in 2024, DigiMantra also launched a new vertical, DML Learning. So what inspired this initiative and what was the vision behind it?
I would say DM learning has been, or rather learning has been the base of DigiMantra. Like in my previous interviews or podcast, I mentioned that DigiMantra started as a blog, and the core DNA of DigiMantra was spreading learning or making people learn. When I started that blog DigiMantra, I used to share my learnings from the tech world. So whatever I learned during my tech journey, I used to write that on my blog and share with people. So the core DNA lies in learning. When we started DigiMantra back in 2012, we always faced issue of hiring talented people or skilled people, which the world requires, right? So I would not say the market doesn't have skilled people, but still there are certain people that do not get job because they're not skilled enough. So they spend 1 or 2 years, without any internship or anything, free of cost, and here and there, and after their graduation, so they don't get job as soon as they're out of their colleges or studies. So we are trying to bridge that gap, wherein that the nil period of 1 to 2 years where freshers are not getting any jobs. We are trying to train them within their campuses, so whenever they come out of the college, they are skilled enough to get into any company like DigiMantra, and whatever the skill set is needed as per the industry standards, we are able to help them achieve that. So that's the whole idea of DM learning, and fortunately we have got a very great response from the universities and many institutions, not just in India but abroad as well. And we have some exciting news coming in the next year for the same, and we have been signing MOUs with various universities, and I would if I can give a sneak peek, we have almost 7 to 10,000 students, those who are ready to enroll into the course, and we'll be announcing that pretty soon.
Okay, so like with so much accomplishment in 2024, what are some of the like takeaways you have learned both as a leader or as an individual?
First of all, I would say every individual is a leader. I'm fortunate enough to lead this organization DigiMantra, and some of the great people like yourself are part of this organization. And the learning would be, I would say, one should always be consistent in whatever they do, because when the AI was launched, I would even go back to COVID. So when the COVID happened, everything was under the turmoil, and no one was sure what will happen next. So it is just that the consistency that kept us going. So from 2022 we have grown. This is 24 ending. So we have grown quite exceptionally, and that is the consistency that has helped us do that. And when the AI was launched again, there was some amount of buzz in the world that the IT companies or IT services business is going to be this and that, and there was certain amount of uncertainty because it was AI. Then the election in the west side of the world. So things have been really, I would say, inconsistent for the world or for the business, but at DigiMantra we have been very consistent in hiring, in delivering projects, getting feedbacks regularly, improvising, building teams on the fly. So this has been our key, I would say, role during this 2024. In terms of my personal role, I have traveled a lot in 2024, and I would like to keep that going in the next year as well.
Yes, I have seen your LinkedIn posts regarding the traveling. I think that is too inspiring for us also. So yeah. So as we are stepping into 2025, what is your vision for DigiMantra?
Every or any leader would like to grow his or her company or the startup or anything, and same for me, I am no different individual. So I would like DigiMantra to grow multifold, and I would like to hire, or I would like to work with some of the great individuals. We have recently added some of the visionary leaders to this team, and we have been we have been introducing a lot of new verticals. We have done some healthcare projects using AI. We have done some logistics projects, like I mentioned, using AI, and we have been also expanding globally. So 2025 would be more about global expansion, although it has been done in 2024 as well. But 2025, we are focusing on global expansion. We have already started our office in UK. We are setting up our businesses in North America, more regions in North America, and global partnerships. We are bringing SAP already. We are already working in SAP, but bringing more resources or more team members into SAP. So I would say 2025, if I want to summarize, would be more of a global expansion, more of bringing new leaders to the team and expanding our businesses.
Sachin, thank you for sharing these incredible insights and stories with us. It's inspiring to hear about both the milestones and the lessons from such an eventful year. Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Surbhi, for having me here. And I would like to wish everyone Happy New Year and great year 2025 ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning into DigiMantra Unplugged. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts with us. See you in the next episode.